Well, hi, this is Jay Arthur, author of Lean Six Sigma Demystified and the QI Macros. Now, recently, just about every week, I get a call from somebody, some small manufacturing company, that their hair is on fire because they have to do statistical process control. And they go, how do I do that? Right? And so they're, because my customer is demanding that I do it, and I have to turn it up in the next 2 weeks, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. So here's a short course in how you could actually go do that. Now, first of all, if you already have a gauge, sweet, okay? So you got something you can measure with. Now, what I suggested to this woman is that she go out and buy some little tablets, something with a little speed to it, install the QI macros, and then you can use one of our XMR or XBAR-R templates to actually go ahead and enter the data. So what do? Well, you start off manually. Okay, so we can take our little gauge here, and we can measure our diameter of this, and we can take that number, and then what do? Well, we go in here and we enter it into the device, into the template, and you add a number, and the number will continue to grow your charts. Pretty simple, right? And then you measure another one, and you keep doing that, right? So you can do this manually. Now, once you get beyond manual, a lot of gauges actually have an interface. And this particular one actually does. So we stick that in there. So the next time you measure it, right, and this actually plugs into your computer through something called a keyboard wedge. Now, we work with a company called MicroRidge. So you measure the thing like that, you press the little button on here, that sends the data to the computer. And that will literally go stick the data in the column on the QI Macros control chart template, either the XMR or the XBAR-R real-time template. And so basically what you're doing is building an entire real-time measurement system, right? So it would be nice if she could have gotten it done automatically. But once you start doing that, right, you can do it manually and keep sticking data in and so on. Or then you can begin to automate connecting your gauges to your PCs, right? So we can track all of that. And then in Excel, there's the ability to save this template or workbook as a shared workbook. Now, what can we do with a shared workbook? Well, with shared, they can be entering it on the factory floor, but you could come in from the office or wherever and open up a shared copy of this and continue to update and see what's going on out on the factory floor just from using the tools of Excel, basically. So that's pretty simple, right? You start measuring, you get some laptops or tablets that are pretty fast. I think an i3, i5 Surface Pro or something like that might work. This one's a little slower, but the idea here is to actually go ahead and get that out on the floor, and then people start entering the data, and then, right, you can automate that by connecting your gauge to the PC through a keyboard interface, keyboard wedge, and then you can make all of this stuff shared, and then you can connect all of these charts into a dashboard, and so on. So you can build an entire real-time system, right, pieces at a time, very quickly and easily. And I'm going to encourage you that might be an easy way to get going with statistical process control when that customer shows up, right? So that's my fast answer to real-time SPC using the QI macros and the templates that are already built into the QI macros. Now, the other thing you can do is you can also run stability analysis on this as needed. And so you can tell if your process is starting to trend or drift out of control due to machine wear or whatever it is. So these are the kinds of things that you can do very quickly and easily using the QI macros. I'm Jay Arthur. I hope that gives you some insights into how to do a real-time system using the QI macros.